Okay, Amnesia Justine. I believe I tried recording this before. I don't know if I ever uploaded it, but I died at the water part at the end. I have since beaten it. I only have one ending, which is the everyone survives ending, which is what we're going to go for here. Good of you to come. This time it will be a trial of character. Bear in mind, death is final. Nothing will be saved. Come on, wake up. You need to get going. Is it two? What? What did I have it at for a machine for pigs? I think I had it at 1-3. Oh, I must have upped it when I was running through getting all the notes for the note achievement. Okay. So 1-3 should look good. Not too dark, but dark enough. Start a new game. Right, so we're waking up. Locked firmly. Our lantern is up there, and by the sound of it, we are female.
Bienvenue. You are now listening to the sound of my disembodied voice. It will serve you no purpose to look for me, for this is a voice from the past. I bid you welcome to my cabinet of perturbation. It is my study of the human psyche, specifically yours. A set of recordings have been prepared to chaperone you through the chambers ahead. There are a few parts to this study, and it is up to you, not only to pass, but to figure out what elements are important. Please go on. Move into the next chamber. Just remember, they can all be saved. There is always a way.
And there is always a way. Let's grab our lantern. We're starting off in the cells. Do I not have any oil? I don't have any oil. Okay, there are 3 notes in this first place. I'll keep that going like I did with Machine for Pigs, announcing how many notes are in each location. So first thing we're going to do, let's go and look at Boris. Is that which one you are? I don't remember their names. It's like Boris and Antoine and someone else. I need oil, but no oil. Okay, we're going to go left first. Because this is something important we're going to need to save them. She can't run, a bit annoyingly. I'm holding down the run button. There we go. We enter the first room. Give a little look around first.
Whoever you are, if you could help me, I would be much obliged. Help me! Please, help me!
So there's our first one. And because I've done this so many times, like I know so much stuff, so I won't really get scared. So we're gonna wait for him to leave, and then we're able to freely roam around the area. So as long as you don't make a noise, he will not check the cells. Wait till the music stops. Okay. A new plan. I don't know what the Le 22. I'm assuming this means the 22nd of April, 1858. Salutations, Inspector Moreau of... Why is it bright? Of Sûreté Nationale. As you very well know, the Chief of Police in Calais has turned down my request to pursue Justine Florbel for stealing my son away. Ever since their affair started, Eloise, which is I think this one, my son has forsaken his duties to his family and failed to pursue his career. Since the law seems unable to find a crime within the realm of Mademoiselle Justine's actions, I will ask you to retrieve Dr. Victor Fournier later this week. He is a respectable alienist, an expert in the human psyche, and he believes he may have found a legal way to incarcerate her. If he is able to diagnose her as an hysteric, it would provide you an ample excuse to have her locked up. I trust you and your agency will not turn us down. Cordialment, Lucien Racine. So that is a note about one of the suitors. There are 3 suitors. I didn't get a noise here. Oh. No? So normally when you go in the cells of the suitors, it's supposed to play a noise to tell you what they did. Or was that footsteps the noise? Was he a horse boy? Cell number 1. The violinist. Okay, violinist is not important at the moment. Because I believe you get their note in their location. Not important.
Can you hear me? It's not too late to set things right.
The father. So the other cells are for the survivors, the people we have to save. Okay, here is the next note. He was a tennis player. It says, "Forgive me." Hilaire Dokes? Or do we get... No, yeah, this is from Alois. Justine, my love, I know I am not as talented as Milo or as strong as Basil, but I am certain my love is truer. Do not my scars tell you so? I will continue to cut myself as long as it pleases you. I would even kill Basile if you wish. I know you say you like it, but he's hurting you. I will trick him to consume the bromide. Poor Justine, I will help. Just ask me to help. Eloise. So she had all these three boys basically fighting each other for her love. Okay, and then there's a trapdoor up there. That's how we get out. So obviously, there's nothing here. So you can either pull this lever.
Anyone there?
When you pull it, it starts to drop down that blade, and it will kill him, but it will lower the ladder. Alternatively, you can build. I believe it takes...
How did you escape?
just a few boxes and some barrels. And it is to my knowledge that the suitor will not return. Could be wrong. He could come running back through the door.
Justine?
Oh, come on. Can I rotate while it's in my hand? Come on. Oh, that's very annoying. Maybe it'll work. There we go. And just pop open your inventory, grab the ladder. Okay, and there you go. And then we're going to go through here, and it's kind of repetitive. I think it's 2 left, 2 right, 2 left, if I remember it correctly. 1 left. 1 left, 1 right. Second right, left. Then another left. Until we start descending. And we're good. We're on the other side. We don't have a cylinder to play in the phonogram. Oh, was I supposed to find one? Oh, wait. I might have actually been supposed to find one. Like, you don't get an achievement for any of that. But I think I was supposed to find a phonogram for that. Okay, that door is boarded up. This one's got blood. And a note. So we have this lantern, and I still haven't found any oil.
Congratulations for coming this far. I'm so excited for you. Monsieur Fournier. He was a friend and a colleague of my papa here. Friendly fellow, a real bon garçon, but frail of mind. He puts up an impressive front, but it is all an act, I assure you. Please, go on. We are just getting started.
Okay, and now we'll read this note. Newspaper article, 19th of March, 1858. Travesty at the conservatory. Many Parisians had gathered last night to enjoy the performance of violin virtuoso Malo da Vigny. It was to be the grand premiere of several new arrangements of songs by fellow composer George Bizet, but the evening took an unexpected turn. Young Malo da Vigny turned up visibly intoxicated. His violin cried as the bow was jerked across the strings. The audience seemed forgiving at first, but started to boo the man off stage as he defaced the beloved song La Rose et la Abielle. The stress apparently got the best of the young musician as he threw his bow into the audience and finally collapsed. Mademoiselle Justine Florbet, who is, according to rumors, romantically involved with Monsieur de Vigny, looked quite amused by the event and had two of her friends, Basil Garot and Aloise Racine, carry him off the stage. The evening was saved by other musicians at the conservatory who were able to perform a most delightful impromptu concerto in Malo de Vigny's absence. The absent showered their saviors with praise, and calls for encore were awarded with spectacular pieces by both Offenbach and Chopin. Yeah, so I think there are other, and I would have missed it. There are other wax rolls to play music, but I don't know where it was. We're done here. Not to play music, but to add more to the story. Dang. Budge. I didn't remember that part, so as I explore the other ones, I'll try to find the other wax rolls. Okay, and then we're off to the library next. Okay, onward to the library. There are 4 notes in the library. So when I was going for achievements, I obviously had to look it up because there was a note that was just... I never would have found it. Okay.
On this next piece, you should be looking for some divine inspiration. Time to delve into your spiritual side. What do you see? Is the man begging for mercy, or is he being blessed? Perhaps both. Father used to say there were no right answers. Have the light guide you.
Okay. So we're going to enter this first room on the right. We still haven't found any oil. I'm thinking about it. Did I ever find oil? Probably when I played it a long time ago. Results. The tests have been going well. The most long-term and in a sense, the most promising one is the light box. Having Justine choose a slide, essentially a mood for every day, is a great way to see the larger overall development of her mind. She definitely reads things into the slides I had not foreseen. Her remarkable imagination turns the characters into just about anything, and she is able to effortlessly reduce all her experiences into one of the four character slides. Using the puzzle lock has proven more difficult, as she tends to always choose two slides with characters facing the same way. I have asked her why this is, but she doesn't seem to fully understand what I am asking. Okay, and here's our first slide, slide 1. And then there's a note up here. Herbert's letter. If you don't know who Herbert is the guy from the first Amnesia who went on the expedition with Daniel. 12th of January, 1839. Dear Monsieur Florbel, I am sorry to hear about your daughter Justine's unruly behavior. Rest assured that this does not diminish your work, nor does it make your idea of the natural developing mind less appropriate as a field of study. I have met plenty of scholars here in London, enthralled by your hypotheses, and stated that it could be one of the most important ideas of the modern era. It has been suggested that the mind is not only molded by experience, but could also be stricken with disease without physiological sign. Perhaps this line of thinking could be applied to your child. Your child's crazy. I wish I could devote my letter to consolidation. However, I write to you with a request. I require passage into Algeria, and I need Frenchmen of great standing to vouch for my person. I am certain the name of Florbel would greatly speed the process and grant me the permits I require. It pains me to ask this of you in your time of distress, but if you could suffer my inconvenience, I would be greatly in your debt. Yours sincerely, Herbert. We know Herbert died. So of course he did. Is there actually oil in this? They gave us a lantern. There has to be oil. We'll just continue going right. Just making a full circle.
Who are you? Who's there?
And this is the second person, the priest, as we were aware. Here's note number 3. Justine, age 8. Today I played outside. Oh, Soul Journal entries. Today I played outside with Clarice. We saw a bird pick at a snail. I carried it off and landed. It carried it off and landed on the lawn fence. The snail had a shell. There's a series going off in the background. It's like, who's talking? The snail had a shell and it cracked. Clarice cried and I comforted her. The new maid heard us, came out and scolded Clarice for playing with me. The bird took off into the air. Today, I was the one with open arms. Justine, age 9. Today, I played with the slides from Father's lightbox. Above all, I liked the man standing to the right. Father asked why. I said, he sees things he likes. Today, I was the right one. Justine, age 10. Father said I picked the wrong slide yesterday when I made the chambermaid cry. He wanted me to pick the one with the sword. Well, I picked the man on the right. I never picked the one with the sword. Today, I was the one kneeling. Justine, age 11. Today, Father came for me in my room. I still couldn't look him in the eyes. He said I shouldn't feel ashamed and that I only tried to fill the void left by Mother. When he wasn't looking, I took the star stone from his collection. Today, I was the one with the sword. should fill the void left by mother, so father was a pedophile, is my guess. Here is slide 4. Could have swore that guy was just started stepping when I walked out. Okay. So this is the one that I would have missed. So if you come over to this bookshelf, throw the book off the thing, there's a note back there. This will actually net you an achievement just for finding this note. Congratulations on your fine purchase. The Lumina projection box with accompanying puzzle lock is the pride of our company and our greatest seller. Having earned your patronage, we would like to share with you privileged insight in our newest workings, the span space device. But this new machine is unlike anything you have ever witnessed. Come and visit our testing facilities and try our state-of-the-art inventions in a safe environment. Please write your name and address on the back of the slip and mail it back to us at AS Inc., Boston, Massachusetts. Here is where we can view our puzzles, or our slides. Ooh. There's Malo. So now we're going to go to the next room. Give it a look over. Another tinderbox. Slide number 3. Is it every time you pick up a slide, Malo hits the door to be released? There's only one slide left. I got 4 notes, right? 3 in the last one, 4 in this one. Yes. There's a second slide. 2 more tinder boxes. And yeah, we have not found any oil. Let's get my sanity back. Okay, so we need to find which slide. So slide number 1 is the man with open arms. Slide number 2 is the man with the sword. Slide number 3 is the one kneeling. Slide number 4 is the one standing. So it's very weird, hard to figure it out. Obviously, the one kneeling is a good one, so if you want a good option, you have to pick that one. The one with open arms is also a good one. Oddly enough, it's not one of the ones you choose. Oh, it's called the one on the right. Because you want to use slides 3 and 4. So that's the one on the right and the one kneeling.
Twisted child.
So on the top is 4. The one on the right. And 3 is the one on the bottom.
see that she may still be close.
And we have freed him. Oddly enough, we don't free the first guy. Kind of just leave him to his death. Okay. That opens up a room over here. So for this next bit... Oh, and I didn't find a roll, did I? Are there rolls? I don't remember if there were actual rolls. I do remember there was, like, nothing in this room down here that I could remember.
I wonder, is Father David with his God now? Maybe you helped him there. Don't you worry. I'm sure he didn't have a family. He probably wasn't even all that well liked. With the current political climate, I'm surprised someone hasn't killed him already. We can't all be saved. Some don't even want to be saved. Yes, that is a comforting thought. Saves us from trying.
So there's not really anything down here but a monster. But the good news is, Malo is slow. Right? So we're gonna walk. Get a bit closer. Run past Malo and just leave. And that's it. Justine was not a person who would go about planning. The cabinet came about as her flimsy yada yada. Okay, the final one. And this is where most people probably fail or fail to get the good ending. But it's doable.
I'm sure you have figured out how it all works by now. Are you enjoying my quips? I think they are quite clever. Not that I was ever much of a conversationalist. Poetry has always been my forte. But I digress. You should press on. It will all be over soon. Also, the police are here. Maybe they can help you.
Okay. Yep, so this is the hardest one. And you will see the annoyingness and why. I will probably have to drop them. Hold on, I'm going to drop the audio now. So I won't be able to drop it while I'm in the middle of this. So first things first. Spawning the monster. So we're going to come in here. There's only one note, and it's right here. Unopened letter, 7th of July, 1839. Monsieur Florbel, my name is Daniel, a friend and colleague of Professor Herbert. As I have come to understand, you are among his most trusted friends and confidants. Therefore, I shall reveal my predicament in hope that you can shed some light on the matter. Earlier this year, Herbert and I set out on an expedition to the deserts of Algeria, while looking for the legendary tomb of Tin Hinan, we happened upon a cavern temple buried deep beneath sand. In its inner sanctum, I retrieved a stone orb, which cracked and split into several pieces. Due to exhaustion, I was sent back to Britain and waited for his return. I have since lost all contact with Herbert, and I find myself deeply troubled by the whole affair. I believe Herbert knew more than he was telling, and that he sent me back to protect me from whatever ancient horror we may have stirred. If you can share any insight on the matter, I would be most grateful. Forever in your debt, Daniel. And again, we know Herbert died. We find that out in the events of the Dark Descent. Okay. So as soon as we put this lever into the slot, what's his name? Basil the strongest will spawn. So we need to be quick. And Justine is not quick. Also, the lantern is very useless. So crouch, get in, pull it down. Go to the right. Run all the way in. Grab the gear. Run, run, run. I don't know how many hits it takes him. Go, go, go. Should he get in, though? I don't know if this'll work. But you can't outrun him. Come on. So we have to save him. Lead Basil back. Oh, my heart is pounding. We need to get Basil back in this room so we can get that door open. Whew, God, my friggin' chest. It is possible to get it done without having to do this. Whew, my hands are shit. No! That cost me some time. No! Okay, and then you just gotta run. He is obviously a one-hit kill. And that's it. So a lot of people tend to freak out if Basil gets in. So rescue the guy first by closing that first thing. And then don't worry about opening the gate yet. I mean, you can start it and get it started turning. But if you're like me, you're not quick enough to get that thing spinned around. You can always up your settings or whatever, but I don't mess with settings most of the time. Oh man, but there you go. Just run from him because you can outrun him in the first half. You can't outrun him in the second half. I mean, you can outrun him in the second half. Obviously, that's the whole point of the second half. But yeah, you can run away. You can hide. Just don't go into a room because then he'll corner you in the room. He will always know where you're at. So just go somewhere where you can lead him and then run around him. And that's really it.
Inspector Moreau, are you still with us? I'm looking forward to see if you managed to save him or not. I know very little about about him, but surely he had a family, don't you think? Poor, fatherless children. But he falls on his own sword. His kind is not meant to come for people like me. Laws are made for cretins. The aristocracy doesn't need to know right from wrong. We are always right.
Okay. I believe there's only one note left. Yeah, I never got any oil. This lantern is very useless. Okay, and the last note is over here next to this grave. Won't let me get over to it. There we go. Unfinished letter. The 2nd of Février, which I'm assuming is February, 1839. Herbert, I've contacted the consulate, and they said they will send you the permits you need for visiting Algeria. I wish you good luck on your search, and that your findings will come at a lower price than mine. I'm at a loss with my studies. My daughter has become distraught and distant. I did little to control her behavior, yet I believe the very notion of my observation has made her this way. My scientific indifference to our tests has not left her with any indifferent opinion. She finds my lack of reaction disappointing. She judges me, and most importantly herself, by the result. Oh, and most importantly herself by the results of the tests. The reason I have had trouble finding any consistency within her character is because she tries different approaches to provoke me, and her actions only become more and more disturbing. Yesterday I lost myself and scolded her. She was terrified and humiliated. It saddens me greatly to bring my studies to a close without seeing it to the end. But I can no longer justify my research. I have to mend my relationship with my daughter. It all made sense, he thought. We all appreciate symmetry. Everyone is comforted by the casuality of logic. It gives the impression of a grand plan, and that we may be able to grasp the inner workings of this perfect universe. You see, his wife had died while giving birth to his son. That is why he was able to forgive. His family was just giving it to symmetry. I don't know why just... Okay, I guess, spoiler, yes, I am Justine. I don't know why Justine was breathing like a man right there. But that's it. That's the last note in Justine. This is not really a spoiler. I'm at the end of the game.
Well done. You have triumphed, conquered my cabinet. I wish I could tell you how you did, but alas, this is a recording. You will have to figure it out all by yourself. Did anyone survive? The doctor? The priest? Or perhaps the policeman? Who was allowed to live? Why? You should really reflect on these past events and consider what they meant to you, what you have learned about your true nature. Father never knew me. He thought he did, but then he was frightened. And nothing was ever the same again. I can still see him, lying there on the floor. He looked so surprised. The star-shaped soapstone stained by his blood fell to the floor with a sonorous thud. Blame me not, for I was but a child. With careful ambition, I dare to smile. Rest in peace, Papa.
Yeah, Justine killed her father. Who, again, I kind of feel like he was a pedophile. Like, why would you say she had to take on the role of her mother? We must hurry. It's not too late. So this, I'm going to try to get through this as quickly as possible, because this is very distorting, very nauseating. So we're going to head straight. We're going to go left. Oh my god. And then we're going to go right. And then Not that right, but this right. And then a left. Oh, I really hated this. I guess I should have been reading these. I am emerging from within. Entertain me. Because I get, yeah, she's very psychotic. So after this, my darlings, it will be the end of everything. I believe it's this way next. Through the gates. The inside. Stay alive! The pipers will call for us to dance. You're gonna want to go in here. Oh. Close it. Lower it. It still magically does that. Odd.
And so it comes to an end. Now that you have seen what you truly are, you are able to go on and face eternity. Without fear. Without doubt.
And the walls begin to close. But if you throw something at them... Oh, no, that's not how it works. If you set something in front of it... I believe it just gets eaten? Yeah. As I start to go insane, I collapse to the floor.
This was the best one yet. So elaborate. It's just too much.
And I'm back to my feet.
Well done, child. God be praised. You have saved us, child. Open the door. Hey, you! Almost free. Come on, get us out of here!
It's all right. No one will be coming through that door. It's locked and bolted.
So yeah, I saved all three. I don't know how the first dude got free, or why they weren't attacked by the suitors after they got free. Because the only one that I unchained was the second guy. The first and third people remained chained. Now we're free to leave. Oh, this is automatic.
I really should keep this door locked.
Mademoiselle Justine, are you down there? Is everything all right?
Of course, Clarice, I'm quite all right. Is everything ready for tonight?
Yes, the goose is ready any minute now. The guests should be arriving within the hour.
Clarice, I know it's a busy day, but make sure to post this letter for me, okay?
Certainly, Mademoiselle Justine. Urgent, is it?
Not really. It's already years late. I just thought they should know. I'm still alive.
And that's it. Justine. Short, quick. Why did I say short and quick? It's actually an enjoyable story. The only thing that I hated about it was that death was final. You get killed, and that's the end. It does suffer from the one of the big things that all the Amnesia games suffer from, that you know from the start the twist, which is that you are the person. So I guess spoiler if you haven't played any of the other Amnesias and you're watching this. Daniel was a bad person in Dark Descent. Justine's a bad person in Justine. Oswald or Mandus, whatever you want to call him, bad person in A Machine for Pigs. So I guess I don't know if that is true. I haven't played Rebirth yet. Maybe that breaks the norm, but then, and he's not, I guess, so much a bad person. It's not Lobert. That was your friend. What's the name of the guy in the other one in Bunker? He did a bad thing. So far, he is the least evil of the protagonists that you have been. Yeah, there you go. It was a priest. It was a cop. I don't know who the other one was. There were our 3 suitors who are still alive, and we just kind of left them down there. It's giving us the voice talent of Dark Descent. And then that at the end, I'm assuming that was the cop, because the whole time you're supposed to think you were the detective, but the detective's the one hanging at the end of the whole thing. Is when you make it to the end. But yeah, there you go. We'll leave the credits rolling, and at some point I will dive into, what is it called? Rebirth. Probably in October. I'll probably